Okay, hi parents and children. Happy Teachers Day to you and thanks so much for being here. And it's really nice to see all of you right now. Okay, so what we're going to do today is going to be something different, and we are going to just help you to understand the problem sums. Yeah, and a lot of times what we do now in the questions are like you see a question, you solve it, which I think is quite tedious. But again, for myself, I would like to do it in a smart way, and I will always go for shortcuts. How many of you like shortcuts? Type in shortcuts if you like shortcuts. Awesome. All right. Awesome. Okay, so thank you parents for coming today, and today is a very special day for every one of you, and I'm sure that all parents here are teachers to your kids. So once again, happy Teachers Day to you parents, and of course for the children, you sometimes also have your friends, right? So happy Teachers Day to you, because Teachers Day should be celebrated by anyone who at times teach and support your friends or your family members. All right, so today we are going to cover questions that that can benefit primary 3 to 6 kids. And again, these are questions that probably to you can be quite simple, but when I explain, I really hope that you can take away some of the things that can benefit you, and maybe during the exam or test, then you remember some of the steps that I did, then it can help you. Yeah. Okay, so put start if you are ready to start. Type in start. Awesome. Thanks, Cynthia, Kelly, Anushka. All right, let's start. Okay, so here goes. Okay, so before I start, I will always want to get to know you better, and type into the chat. If it's your first time joining us, type in 1. If it's your second time joining us, type in 2. If it's your third time, type in 3. If you are a big fan of learning out of the box, type in fan. Yeah, so I know where you're coming from, so I can actually help you and cater my training to you. Yeah, at the end of the day, the reason why I take my time away from my own kids and helping you to learn is because I want to support you. And the reason is because who here agrees that problem sums can be quite hard or sometimes can be very tough? Type in tough if you agree that problem sums can be quite tough. Yes, and how I wish when I started off learning problem sums, someone can come and help me. Someone can help me make maths easy. Yeah. All right. So, okay. So right now I'm going to get you to do a poll. Yeah. Okay. I want to get to know you. Do you teach your child maths at home? All right. Now, either you vote a yes or no. Yeah. So I can really give you very specific tips on how you can help your child. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Okay. If you are the child, you can vote for your mommy or daddy. Yeah. So if your mommy or daddy teach you, just put yes. Okay. Just put yes. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you can see that 87% of us teach our children maths at home. And yes, this workshop is for you because we want to support parents who teach their children at home. Okay, so for the next question. Okay, this is something that even myself get stuck sometimes. So, do you feel stressful while teaching your child maths at home? I know that sometimes I do. And do you know why I cut my hair so short? because sometimes when I get so stressed, I'll start to pull my hair. Okay, just kidding, yeah. Yes, Kelly, thanks. Yeah, and you can see all my white hair. Yeah, and Zoom has a very nice picture that makes our hair look black and shiny. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what we are seeing. All right, so you can see that many of us do at times feel stressful while teaching our kids. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so last question. Yeah, so I know I can cater this session just for you. Okay, what is your biggest challenge in maths at home? So first one, do you know problem sums? Do not know problem sums types. Second will be can't identify problem sums types. Third will be can't apply the problem sum solving methods. And fourth, we lack confidence in solving problem sums. Okay, so everyone try to vote because the more data I have, then I can cater this session just for you. Yeah, and of course, because we want you to walk away being able to learn as much as possible so that you can do well in maths or you can help your child. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's go. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you can see that a big group of us can't apply problem sum solving methods, while the second one, which is on par with the third one, will be lack confidence in solving problem sums, as well as can't identify problem sum types. Okay, awesome. Okay, so share results. Can you see sharing now? Kelly, can you see it now? Thanks for pointing out, yeah? Thanks for being our #1 fan. Yes, so if you are feeling any of this, do not be disappointed or do not be disheartened, because you know at the end of the day, you are not alone. And that's why me and many other parents, as well as children out there, are in this session, and we are doing our best to support one another. Yeah. Okay. So let me remember. Can't apply the problem sum solving methods. Okay. Good. Okay. So let's stop the sharing and then we'll start. Okay. So again, thanks for being here. And today is in fact our mini sessions on how to make primary math easy, because it is really hard to solve problem sums nowadays. And sometimes even many of my friends who are parents, they'll tell us that, hey, why the problem sum so hard one? Yeah, and sometimes when you see the question, you only see stars. Type in stars if you experience what I've just said. Type in stars if you experience what I just said. Sometimes we know that these are primary school questions, but they are so hard. And at times we see stars, and some parents say that I even see the moon. Yeah. And this is the reason why I set up this problem sums exam strategies Facebook group for parents who teach. Okay, so if you have yet joined us, you can just search LOB Maths. You will definitely see our group. Okay. So many of you are here for the first time, so just let me share a backstory of how I started off learning out of the box. Okay, when my eldest was born 10 years ago, my friends who are parents, and they say, "Hey, John, now you got kid, huh? You know, primary school maths quite hard, or very hard. So maybe your child may not like maths." Then, being the very kiasu that I am, then I say, "Oh dear, how can I make maths easy for my kids?" Yeah, so I actually went on this journey of understanding problem sums, as well as wanting to make maths easy for my child. Again, like any other parents, I just want to protect my kid, and I want to make maths fun for her, and I also want her to like learning. Type in fun if you think that learning should be fun. Type in fun if you believe that learning should not be so stressful for our kids. Yeah. And whenever I say this or share this story, I can always feel tears in my eyes because there are so many children who have come to us for help. And many parents say that my child hates maths. And a lot of times when I look at these children, and they're all so young, and somehow in the journey of learning and going for classes, they have learned how to dislike maths, and it's not healthy. Yeah. So I went on a journey of wanting to support the parents as well, because we parents are the biggest supporter for our kids. Type in biggest if you think that parents who teach their children are the biggest supporter for their kids. And so along the way, we are very grateful that our news got picked up by Channel 8 News, CCTV News from China and America, as well as TV Tokyo. So they flew down from Japan to interview us. And I have always continued on this journey to make maths easy for our parents. Yeah, so many of you have actually gotten our guidebooks. So thank you so much. And we have said that maths actually becomes so much easier. Yeah, so in fact, that's why we are all here trying to support you and parents out there who teach their kids maths. Okay, all right. So, okay, so let me just set some expectations on our session. I am not MOE trained. Okay, I'm not MOE trained. Yeah, I am not an ex-school teacher. Yeah, so when it comes to maths or pedagogy, I wouldn't have the kind of intellectual or the kind of capabilities that I can explain like how the teachers explain. As for me, where I'm coming from, I'm just a father. I'm social work trained by profession. I'm just a father who just want to make maths easy for my kids. That's all. I'm just a father who just want to make maths easy for my kids as well as the children out there. And I'm just a father who know that there are many parents out there like yourself who support their kids in maths. And I just want to share with you what works for me. Type in good if you think that this is what will benefit you. Yeah. Type in good if you think that this is what will benefit you. Yeah. So so if you ask me to solve those team type of questions, I may not be able to do it. Yeah. But many parents came to me that, John, even though you are not MOE trained, yeah, even though you are not trained in Singapore maths by profession, but whenever I hear you explain, you just make maths so simple for me. And I like how you explain. Yeah, so this is what parents say about me. Okay. And the reason why you experience that is because the methods that I have created are meant for kids. They are meant for kids and they are easy to explain and they are easy to understand. And these methods work very well if you are someone who are supportive and you teach your kids maths at home. Type in teach if you teach your maths at home and you know that this session is going to help you to be a better parent and teacher for your kids. All right. Okay, so I just want to set the expectation that all these steps are created for children and for parents who teach. Okay, so my model is very simple. It's like a stool with 3 legs, yeah? For a child to do well in maths and even to excel in maths, we need 3 pillars. First, of course, the child must be willing to put in hard work. Yeah. So if your child is not willing to put in hard work, it's going to be quite tough. Yeah. So we really want to get a child to put in the effort as well. Second, this method of mine works very well when the parent helps the child and teach the child. And sometimes it may not be like you must sit down and go through every question, but it can be like, for example, you are involved in your child's life and you are aware whether your child is studying hard or submitting homework on time. Yeah. And of course, for these three-legged stool to stand firmly on the ground, nonetheless, parents and children, you must work with the teacher. You must work with the tutor. You must work with a coach. Do not just throw everything to the child or the teacher. It's not fair for them. Okay? These are your kids. So as for me as a father, I will expect myself to teach my kids, of course, my child to behave well in school and also to listen to the teacher. Type in number three, if you agree this should be the way how education should be. Yeah. Again, some of you may disagree, but I don't know how it works in a family. But for me, in my journey of my past 8 years of helping children who excel not just in school but also in life, they have these three pillars. And generally, their parents are very polite and very respectful towards the teachers. Yeah, so it's something that I want to share with you that works very well for these families. Okay, and it has worked so well that you can see that from this sharing, we have a mommy, Joyce, and her child, primary 6 boy, is under my care and my coaching. The child, first of all, he didn't believe that he can get an A star. Yeah. So while working with the mommy and also with the boy, the biggest reward for him, beside the A star, is also the mommy can see that he got this spike in confidence and belief in himself. Yeah, this is what all parents want. All right. Okay, at the same time, quick one, we did it so well that 100% of my P6ers in 2019 scored A and A stars, and a few of them actually struggled from just pass. So parents, if your child is in P6 right now and is still struggling, do not give up on him or her. There's always a way, and you just need to learn from the right person or pick up the right strategy. Okay? Okay, so now let's do the maths part, because I know that some of you are very like maths enthusiasts. You can't wait to start. Okay, so today's session is going to be very much on shapes. Okay, on shapes. And for me, my explanation is a bit different because I don't go by topics. Yeah, I don't go by topics and I don't go by levels. And one tip for you, write it down if you have a notebook or a pen. I want you to write down PSLE is 6 years of effort. PSLE is 6 years of effort. It's not just primary 6 work or primary 5 work. You need to help your child to build up the math confidence all the way from P1 to P6. Type in 6 if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah. PSLE is 6 years of effort. So if your child is in P3 or 4 right now, many of the parents are saying that this is the honeymoon period, just relax or chill. For me, no. You want your child to do well for PSLE, start as early as possible. Okay? So when I share with you, I hope that you do not see me as a tutor or as a teacher or as an educator. I'm sharing with you what works for my child. I'm sharing with you what works for the children that I've taught over the years who do well both in school but also in life. Yeah. So I want to share with you as a friend and things that works. Okay. So when you look at this question, do you remember the KCNSU that I taught you earlier? KCNSU that I've taught you earlier? Okay, so yes, awesome, awesome. Okay, so for the benefits of many parents who just join us for the first time, okay, so K, when you see a question, you go for KCNSU, yeah? And this is very helpful for parents who always say that, hey, Coach John, you know, my child is always very careless. Yeah, so if you find yourself saying that once in a while or all the time, I want you to write down this second tip called KCNSU. Okay, so K, in a question, are all the words important? Are all the words important? No, only some words are important. So this is called keywords. Okay. So C, the keyword will tell you a problem sum type. Okay. So this is called concept. Now everybody type in one problem sum type that you know. Type in one problem sum type that you know. Okay, two ifs, internal transfer. Internal transfer is the method, yeah. So it's same total. Okay, equal fraction. Very good. Yeah. So I think most are LOB kids, and you are able to share with me what is correct. Okay, so if you find yourself typing in like two if equal fractions, working backwards, that is awesome, yeah. But if you find yourself typing like a fractions ratio, those are topics. Yeah, those are topics. Okay. Okay. So next, N. Without N is an English paper. Without N, what is N? N stands for numbers. Okay, numbers. Very good. Yeah. Okay, S. For example, if I say John got 10 sweets, 10 units, okay, then total is 2 plus 3. Okay, so for example, let's say if I don't have all these, what is this? It's very hard to read, right? You won't know what you have written. So S stands for statements. Very good. Well done, children and parents. U. Okay, some schools are very strict. They minus off 1 mark straight away instead of half a mark. Yes, units. Okay, now it's the fun part. Parents and kids, in your head, pronounce KCNSU. Pronounce KCNSU. KCNSU. I heard Kiasu. Yeah? Is it? Okay, quite hard to pronounce, right? So now, please repeat after me. Yeah? And generally, kids are very creative. Do you agree? Kids are very creative. Yes? Yes. So this is created by a primary 6 kid. So she said, Coach John, very hard to pronounce keywords, concepts, numbers, statements, and units. Ayo, how to remember? In the exam, I'm really so stressed. You still want me to remember keywords, concept, numbers, statements, and units? Okay, never mind. So she said, I want to remember in a very cute way. Kittens can never swim underwater. Okay, underwater. Okay, parents, some of you have boys, and they are going to tell you, Mommy, kittens is very girlish, very girlish. I want King Kong. Will you say no or yes? I don't want kittens, I want King Kong. Can or not? Will you say okay? Type in okay if you let your boy or girl decide what to use. Yeah? Okay, so parents, I want you to write down in your notebook KCNSU right now and create your own acronym. So you can write King Kong can never swim underwater, or Kang Kong can never swim underwater, or kittens can never swim underwater. Okay, so now start. Yeah. Okay, so remember our K, what's our K? Keywords, right? So now there's also a belief that I have, the more you participate, the more you learn. So parents or children, please type in and do not worry whether your answer is correct or not. Many of us are always very worried whether we get it right, then end up we don't try at all. Yeah, end up we don't try at all. Okay, so please try. All right, so the more you participate, the more you learn. Thanks, Vivian. So tell me, what are the keywords that you will highlight? And generally for point 5 and 6, we will also circle the numbers together with the keywords. Okay, so we have 3 identical rectangles and a square. Then perimeter 80 cm. And what's the area? Okay, my dear friends, what is the meaning of identical? Give me another name. Same, yeah, same. Okay, same. Okay. Coach John, very law-saw one. What is law-saw in Chinese? Oh, sorry, what is law-saw in English? Law-saw, long-winded. Okay, I'm very long-winded. I want to make sure that you understand, so I'll explain until you understand. Okay? Okay. So, tell me, how do you start? How do you start? Many children are stuck at starting. So whenever I teach, I will always make sure that they know how to start. What is the trick? There is always a formula. Parents, write down in your notebook or paper, formula. There is always a formula method for primary school questions, yeah? Which means if you see certain patterns, you can do certain way. And it's always by default. What is the meaning of by default? What is the meaning of by default? Yes, there is always a normal way to solve, okay? There is always a normal way to solve. So, how will you solve this? Or how will you start? How will you start? Okay, some of you say, I do not know how to do. Okay, I'm going to share with you how I normally teach my primary 6. I will always use a similar question to show you. Then I want you to apply the method, okay? So you can learn how to apply the same method onto this question. Yeah. And many of you told me earlier that, Coach John, I need help. I'm stuck with a application. Okay, application. So, okay, now let me give you sample. Okay, sample. Sample. Okay, let's say like that. Now I'm going to show you that I'm actually a very good artist. Okay, so example 4 identical rectangles. Okay. Means all the same, right? Okay, I'll give you the first step. I call this 1 unit. What should I do next? What should I do next? Very good. Wow, you got the hang of it already. Okay, so give me a minute. Okay, so another U, another U. Yes, GM thigh. Very good. I like what you said. GM thigh said that make the breath 1 unit. Okay, so this is the 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 clue. So let me put a heart shape for you to remind you where the love is. Yeah. If you don't know how to start, look for the heart shape. Okay. So okay, I'm going to keep quiet for a short while, and you watch what I'm doing. Okay, what is the length here? What's the length? How many units? 3. Okay, so can you see that all this will be 3U as well? Okay, let me complete. All right, okay, GM thigh, one of the parents or child said that, parents write it down, very important. Make the breath 1 unit. Children and parents, I want you to apply to the question. This is how I teach people as well as parents and teachers and children how to apply. Yeah. What should I do for this question? What should I apply? What should I do here? What is this? What is this turquoise color? Very good, 1U, okay? So again, do slowly, don't rush. No one is chasing you. 1 unit, okay? So what is this? Very good. Very good, children and parents. We also have some teachers on board. Thanks for being here. Okay, so what is this? Mark N is number. Yeah. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, so all this will be the same. Okay. Why did I put these 4 brown lines for the figure below? What do they represent? Yes, same. Good. Okay, so let me just quickly erase. So what is the length of each side of the square? Well done. Wow, you're an expert already. So it's 3 units, 3U, and 3U. Okay? Okay, good. So the heart shape should always be here. Yeah? So parents and children, whenever you are doing your questions, be it from school or from tuition, do you have a system or a standard way of starting? What I can recommend is you can draw a heart shape. Okay, draw a heart shape to remind you where to start. This is how I teach kids to do faster. Yeah, it should be a strategic way of solving the questions. Okay, so now, what is the total length? How many units? Okay, don't rush. Do slowly. Okay, so the length is 5U. 2 length will be 10U. 1 breath is 3 units. Okay, sorry, my digital pen a bit funny. Okay, so 2 breath is actually 6U. Okay, so do you remember your number bond? 16 units is equals to 80 cm. Remember last time I taught you the North Star Do you remember the North Star or not? What's in the North Star? North Star is like your guiding light. Yes, 1 unit. So 80 divided by 16 will be your 5 cm. Okay. So parents, teach your child North Star. Yeah. So in this case, there are many tips that I have planted. Know where to start. Teach your child how to start. The reason why your child is always stuck after you teach is because you need to consciously teach him how to start. Do not just solve the questions, mark, and that's it. It's not helpful. Yeah. I know that many of you actually got help from your WhatsApp groups or Facebook groups, where you actually got the answers from other parents. While this may help some of you, I hope you can add in one more step, which is always ask your child, how do you start? Then you can put a heart shape or a star. Okay. Now, so what is the length here in this case? Okay, to find area, you need to do length times breadth. Okay. Okay, Shin Tan, North Star means to find 1 unit. In problem sums for primary school maths, a lot of questions will require you to find 1 unit. So whenever your child or you yourself is stuck, you have to find the North Star. Okay, and a lot of times when you find the North Star, which is 1U, you can solve the questions straight away. Okay, so length will be 5 times 5, which is 25 cm, and then your breadth will be 3 times 5, which is 15. Okay, so the answer is 375 cm square. Okay, so now there are some things that I need to help you as well. Many parents always go for the answers. Yeah, go for the answers, which is perfectly okay. Yeah, which is perfectly okay. But always make sure that your child also knows how to find. Yeah, what are the essential steps? Alex say yes, it's always a must to find 1U. Yeah, Alex, are you a parent or child? Yeah, Yiping, this is 25 is the length, 15 is the breadth. Okay, Alex, for Singapore maths for primary school, you must find 1 unit for most questions. Okay, okay, so follow the heart shape. Remember, follow the heart shape. Heart shape here, your North Star and your formula for area. Okay, so type in learn if you have learned 1 new trick from this question alone. North Star means 1 unit, Gwenda. Okay, awesome. Yeah. So in fact, Coach John is very long-winded on. I will explain until you dissect the questions and make sure that you really understand. Because let me ask you, will you see the exact same question again? Thanks, Mark. You won't, yeah, you will not see. So is it important to learn strategy which can help you to tackle any similar question? Correct, Vivian. Yes, Vivian said that the same type will come out, but may be different. So whenever you see this kind, your first instinct is to put a heart shape here and make the breadth 1 unit. Make the breadth 1 unit. Okay, so I'm trying very hard to make sure that you remember. Okay, so make the breadth 1 unit. So this is the formula. Type in formula if you understand. Type in formula if you understand this one. Make the breadth 1 unit. Very good. Okay, so let's move on. Okay. Oops. Okay, now this question. Okay, this question is actually very common in P5 because you learn how to find the area of a slanted triangle. All right. So I'm going to show you how to solve, but what I'll do is something that many of you may disagree. I always show the answer for questions that I need to explain. Yeah. So parents, if you do teach, it's okay to show your child the answer, then you explain step by step. Yeah. A lot of times when I was younger, I remember my dad actually tore away the answer sheets because he was so afraid that I will copy from the answer. Yeah. But as I teach my own kids, I realize my children need to model after my answer as well. So sometimes I do teach using the answers, then I got her to explain. Okay? So in this question, let's do our case CNSU. Two triangles and the unshaded area is 50 cm. Yeah. So unshaded 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 figures, 4 parts. Yeah. Then here, because there are two slanted triangles, and you need to find shaded area, right? So that's why you need to know how to find the area of a slanted triangle, which is half times base times height. Yep. Okay. So you'll find for ABC, which is the one over here, and then you find for CDE, which is the one below. All right. Then you need to plus them and minus away and divide by 2. And this will be the time when many parents will say, Coach John, I still don't understand. Yeah. There's even a parent who told me that the working is wrong. But never mind, I explained to her and she understand. Okay. All right. Okay. So now let me just explain using my own way. Okay. So I will try my best to explain again. Okay. So sometimes when you see so many parts, right, you make sure that you also do your labeling. What do I mean by that? Label 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. So here got 5. Okay, this is 5. Yeah. Can you see 5? Type in 5 if you can see. Can you see a 5 here? So again, when I explain, I prefer to explain until you understand. I want to tell you this region is 5. Okay. Okay. So now, what do we do next? To help kid to understand, a lot of times parents are very good in maths. Okay. So, but we as parents, we are always stuck when we explain to our kids. Okay. So now, ABC is actually the region 1, 2, and 5, correct? So use model to explain, parents. Do not just explain like that and expect your kids to understand. Children being children, they are more visual. Yeah? Okay, so CDE. Tell me the combination of CDE. Tell me the, very good. Wow. Thanks. So awesome. Can you see that now it's so much easier to label them? You can even tell me which region is made out of CDE. Okay, so this is 35. Yeah. For the fact that you can put down 3, 4, 5 is because by labeling the individual parts, make it so easy to understand. Okay. So now, tell me which parts make up 50 cm cube. Which part make it make it 50 cm cube. Sorry, cm square, sorry. Unshaded, right? Unshaded is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So being the very kiasu father, I will do slowly. Don't rush. Parents and children, don't rush. Okay? Don't rush. No one is chasing you. Don't rush. Take your time to understand. If you want to do well for your maths, you need to do something that is different from most people. Most people just finish and they rush through and they just want to get it done. If you want to do well, slow down and understand. Yeah, slow down and understand. So this is 50 cm square, okay? Okay, so now, let me try again. Okay, let me try again. So we have 1, 2, 5. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 5. Okay, and we have 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that is 35. Okay, so what is 35 plus 28? WT 50 is given, yeah? Okay, 63. Okay, now I'm going to remove 50 cm square, yeah? So I remove 1, I remove 1. I remove 2, I remove 2. I remove 3, I remove 3. I remove 4, I remove 4. Type in 1, 2, 3, 4 if you are still with me right now. Okay, good. Yeah, I need to always check in. Good explainer, always check in with your kid. Do not take it as the person understand and is following you. So parents, check in with your kid. Do you understand? Okay. So now some of you ask, why are we doing this? Which number represents the shaded area? It's only 5, right? Correct or not? So do we need, so after we cancel off, we put a question mark here. Correct. GK, you're awesome, yeah? Yeah. But after we minus 1, 2, 3, 4, how many 5 do we have? Can you see that after we minus 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 2, 5, correct or not? Okay? So you see, after we minus 1, 2, 3, 4, we still have 2, 5. Okay, let me write here, 2, 5. Huh? So to find 1, 5, can you see that? So let me write again. Sherilyn said enlightenment. Sherilyn, which part enlightens you? Okay, so 63 minus 50 is 13. So 1, 5 is 6.5. Okay, actually I'm getting a bit nervous now because I always want to finish on time. But a lot of times I prefer to explain until you understand. Do you prefer me to rush or explain? Type in so I know what you want. Do you want me to rush, type in rush, or you want me to explain? I'll try to balance both lah, okay? So this is how I explain, because a lot of times even parents they get stuck on how to explain. So I realized that, hey, actually what is helpful is you should label all the parts. You label all the parts it makes it so much easier for you to explain, right? Okay, okay. So type in next if I can go on. Thanks, Sherilyn. Sherilyn said that the labeling is good. So Sherilyn, take this method and now it's yours. Go and help your kid. Yeah, there is always an easier way to help children. Yiping asks, is it a must to put units in our working? Yes, yes and no. It's really up to you. Yeah, it's really up to you. It's really up to you. But for me, normally I'm very kiasu. I'm scared to lose one. I will get my child to, I will get my child to put all this in. Yeah, for my home practice. Okay, for home practice. Okay, okay, okay. This one, same thing. You can see these two very similar. I said this question for some children, they got wrong. Yeah, because they look like twins, right? Twins. So same thing. I'll show you the working. Then I will explain. Parents and children. In the previous question, I label it first, right? I label it first. Yeah, I label it first. So I label it as 1. Okay, 2. And number 3. Okay, type in 3. If you can see 3, it's a very small space. Okay, I try my best. Okay, this is 3. Kiasu a bit. Okay, so let me explain. This one also, I think mommy, thanks Kalisha. Mommy also asked me, so I want to help, yeah, because she said my answer is wrong. So after we discussed, she understood. She thanked me and she said that, John, now it's so much easier to teach my kids. So parents, if you find that it's hard to teach your kids, upgrade your method. Do not use the same method to teach your kids and expect it to be easier. Always update and upgrade your methods. And as parents, you have the responsibility to make the maths easier for your child. It's not your child's job. It's your job as a parent to make maths easier for your child. Okay? And this will definitely help parents who teach their kids. And from my experience, kids who feel that they're supported by parents will thrive in school and in life. Okay? Okay, so now, what do we do first? Same thing lah, okay, find the area. So triangle DEF is actually 52.5 cm square. Okay, so again, Coach John very kiasu. Which parts made up of DEF? Which part made out of DEF? Only 2, Alex. Only 2. 2 and what? 2 and 3. Okay, very good, Alex. Well done. So I draw 3. I put 2. Okay, like that. So triangle DEF. Next, triangle ACB. Okay. Also, what are the numbers for ACB? Okay. 3 and 1. Okay, parents. A standard way of drawing models. If you have 3 here for both, if you want to keep to the left side, please keep everything to the left side. Yeah, keep it simple. Okay, so next, this one will also be 52.5 cm square. So let me put a heart shape for you lah, huh? Heart shape here, heart shape here. And generally, I like to use colors that are more fun, like pink, purple, green. Yeah. Okay, so generally I like more feminine colors. Yeah. Don't ask me why. Okay, again, I think that because I love to work with kids as well. So I think as an educator, as a parent, we need to care for the children. Okay, so there's a lot of thinking process at the back with the intention that we want to make it easy for kids. Okay, so now the figure has an area of 80 cm square. Ninette, two identical triangles means that both triangles have the same area. Okay? Now, what should we do next? Which part make up 80 cm square? Type in the number, people. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so same thing. I will draw model. I like to draw model. Yeah, because I feel that it's easier for me to see. Label here 80 cm square. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it's 1, 3, and 2. Yeah. Ito is coming. Yeah. So hang on there. You asked a very good question. Now, what do we do? Let's transfer this nice model down. We put 2. We also put 1. We put the 3. And we put another 3. What should we label below? Everybody, type in the answer. The more you participate, the more you learn. Combine is how much? Combine. Yes, very good. 105 cm square. Yeah. Can you see that 105 is here as well? Okay, it's the same. Now, when I minus off the top, 2 minus 2 cancel out, right? 1 cancel out, 3 cancel out. Can you see that this is 105 minus of 80, which is 25 cm square? Yeah, that's the answer. Okay, so we only want one part of 3, which is over here, and this is how you get the answer. Okay, so Bibian, do you see 1, 3 or 2, 3? Do you see 1, 3 or 2, 3 here? Only 1, right? Only 1. So do you need to divide by 3? Sorry. So do you need to divide by 2? Yes or no? Okay. So anyway, I'll put this as a replay inside the Facebook group. Yeah. So you can watch it. This is so important. Okay. So meaning that these 2 questions are very similar and yet they are different. Okay. Okay. One more to go. Okay, this one, I think if you can do the first 2, Bibian, what do you mean? What do you mean by check? Yeah, checking to me will be putting the parts and labeling them. Okay, so let me show you the answer and then I will explain. Yeah, I will explain. Because many of you told me that you can solve, but you do not know how to explain. Barbara asked, is it time consuming to write units? For me, no. This is actually a very common habit of A-star kids. They write units for most of the steps, so they have time to check, and they can actually check and check faster. So if you want to get higher marks, normally I would say that follow the habits of those high achievers. They always write units, and their steps are very clear. Okay, so let me move on already. Because I know that okay, Bibian, that's a very big question. So different different questions will have different ways to check, and I covered that in the final sprint for the PSLE kids that's coming up. Yeah, so I won't share now because it's very time consuming, and there's always different method to check for different questions, and we can only do it in proper workshops for children. Yeah. So for those parents who have signed your kids up for the final sprint 2 and 3 for PSLE kids, I will tell your child how to check. I will tell your child how to check for certain common questions. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so for this kind of questions, again, why I show answer is because I want to focus on how you can look for the formula method when you see such a pattern. Okay, this kind of question is very common. Yeah, and a lot of times you need to see it as basic shapes. Okay, so I want you to look for basic shapes. Okay, so parents, let me ask you a quick question. Yeah, they want to find the shaded part. Have you learned any formula to find this ribbon shape? Have you learned how to find this weird looking shape? As in, do you know a formula? Do you know a direct formula to find this shaded shape? Those who say yes, tell me how. I want a formula. Means it's like length times breadth or half times width times height. Okay, so the answer to this is no. You will not know how to find, there's no formula. But the way to start is always to look for basic shapes. Yeah. So what do I mean? Name me some of the basic shapes that you have learned in school. Square, rectangle, circles for primary sixes, triangles. Yeah. Okay. So first thing first, can you see a triangle here? Okay. This is the triangle. Yeah, this is the triangle. So, and this big figure is made out of one triangle and one square. Okay, so do not jump step. Find the area of the triangle, then you find the area of the square. Yeah. So what is the takeaway here? It is not to give me the answer. Yes, we want right answer to get the marks, but the focus of LOB method is to use the strategy so you can tackle any similar question. Do you agree that this is better? Type in agree if you think that this is better. Awesome, yeah? So this weird looking shape is made up of two basic shapes: triangle and square. Okay, and square. So step not important, know the strategy. So step 1, step 2, yeah? So next, can you see that there is this triangle here that you can cut out? Okay, so the keyword for this is look for basic shapes. Yeah, look for basic shapes. Thanks, Anisha. Awesome. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So let me just share with you this one. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is from one of our participants. Yep. Thanks, Anisha. Okay, so if you are lost or you find that you get confused, look for basic shapes. Okay? So again, minus of another basic shape, which is your step 3. Then you add together and you minus off. So this is what it is. Okay? Type in basic shapes if you understand how to solve this. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, very good. So, okay, hold on. Okay, normally Coach John will like to wrap up, so don't go out first. And if your child is in P6 this year, I will share with you 1 to 2 more tips that are very important for them. Okay, and how you can actually revise and how you should revise from now onwards, besides just solving questions after questions. Okay, so this is how I teach the primary 6ers and get them to do well. So I will always go through all the way from the front and I'll ask the child. And then, of course, you are the participant now. Okay, parents and children, type in the formula method for this. Go. Let's see how much you understand. What is the formula method? Gincher, awesome. Ito, Jace, Rachel, wow, Shin, Carol, awesome, good. Okay, so the formula method is make breadth equals to 1U. Make breadth equals to 1U. This is the method. It's not to solve it and get correct, sir. It's a very fast and effective way to study. Okay, sorry, Mark, I have to move on already. You can watch the replay. Okay, now this one. What is the way to make it easier for your child? Go. Alex, I think you can be a very good math teacher. You're so fast. Awesome. GK, okay. For me, why did John put all the heart shape here? What must you do? Labor, yes. GM Tai, yes, very good. Labor. Okay, so a bit different here. Not just get the right answer, is to know how to start. Yeah. The secret for children to do well is always know which door to open first. Yeah. Okay, good. Now, this question. What is the first thing you must do to start? Go. Okay, find a North Star as well, Vivian. Very good, Vivian. I'm so proud of you. Wow. Yes, label as well. Okay, label as well. Yeah, so even, okay, I think parents are very creative. You can put heart shape like that, then get your child to remember. Okay? Okay, good job, man, people, parents. Okay, next one. What is the formula method for this? How do you? Lucas, you gave the answer even before I ask. Yes, very good. Well done. I'm so impressed. Okay, so let me write here. Find the basic shapes. Yeah. Find the basic shapes. Very important. So parents, I hope that this session is useful for you. Again, I always believe what I think is best for your kids is not just to do tons of questions. Many kids hate that. Yeah. The better way to study for parents and their kids is to learn strategies. 5-minute strategy, if you understand. Don't go out first. I still have got one more thing for you. Okay? Yes, very good. Very good. Very good. Okay, so right now for the primary sixers who are coming from my final sprints 2 and 3 that are specially designed for primary sixers, I will see you in the workshop. Yeah. So I'm going to share with you more tips on how you can tackle these questions, which are very, very, very fast. Okay. So Joycelyn, the keyword is to label. Yeah, label. Okay. So again, remember parents, your definition for PSLE is practice strategies, lasting effort. Yeah, teach your kid in a way that can make maths easy now as well as in the future. Yeah, do not just get your child to do tons of questions and do and you mark and mark. It doesn't work now. There are always easier ways to do, which is like what I shared with you earlier. Yeah, parents, believe in yourself. You are the best supporter for your kid. You are the best teacher for your kid. So happy Teachers Day to all of you, as long as you are here with us. Yeah, you are a teacher. Okay, so next, what I'm going to do now is many P6ers say that, Coach John, I am still struggling. I think I want to give up. Yeah, children, don't give up. There are always ways to push up your grades, even this last minute. Yeah, so this is what another girl experienced. Actually, the mom sent me just 2 months before PSLE, and in fact, her grades went up from low B to A star, and it blew her mind because a lot of times many children think that it's impossible to jump in grades. Yeah, and the reason why they think so like that is because their strategies are not working for them. So parents, if you want your child to do well for maths, you need to upgrade the teaching method. Okay. All right. Okay. So some parents are asking, Coach John, I still want to sign up my kid under you for the PSLE workshop. Yeah. So this is the last call for you. Again, parents, thanks so much for being here because I really appreciate your time. So just for you, I am going to offer you 15% off. Yeah, if you sign up for the workshop by midnight today. Okay. So again, children who have come from a workshop, they told me that they have learned much more things and they have learned better strategies and they have learned more effective methods, just like what you have experienced just now. So if you say that you have learned something within the past 1 hour, can you imagine how much more we can make maths easier for your child? Yeah, and there's still time. So if you think that your child can benefit under my care, you can send your child for my workshop. Okay. Yep. All right. So you can. Okay. So I will just stop share in the meantime, and then give me a minute. Okay. Just give me a short moment. Okay. So some of you are asking for the link. Here's the link. Okay, P5s wise, sorry, P5s, you have to, okay, give me a minute. Okay, for P5, if you think that we can be of help, you can contact us at admin@learningoutofthebox.org. Okay, so this one is for P3 and P3 to P5. Okay. Okay, so again, parents, thanks so much for being here. So if you want your child to come for my program, especially the P6s, yeah, you can go to the link. Okay, you can go to the link to sign up. Okay, this is the link. And remember, the 15% off is only until tonight. Okay. So parents, thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you around. Yep. And for those kids who are coming for my workshop, I will see you around as well. Okay. Thanks. Okay, for Jace, if you're still here, for P5 is this one. Yeah. Again, normally my workshops are filled up a few months before it starts. So if you want, I suggest that you sign up right now. Okay, Eberus. Yes, Carol will inform you. Yeah. Carol, you email us. Everest is asking, I have signed up for CPS. Should I sign up for workshop too? Again, it's up to you. Normally, our parents who are very supportive and they believe in our method, they sign up for almost every workshop that I run. Yeah, because their children really enjoy it. So, and they also learn something and their grades improve. So it's really up to you. Okay. Thanks, people who said Happy Teachers Day. Thank you very much. Okay, for Jamie, if you want a book, you should go for the A-star book. Okay, the A-star book. So some parents will want the book is A-star book, yeah, and P6ers would have finished this book by now. Joycelyn, which level is your child? Okay, parents who do not have anything for me, you can go off. Thanks so much for being here. Yeah. Okay, Jeannie, at the moment, my classes are already full. Sorry, Joycelyn, okay, I got mixed up. Joycelyn and Jeannie are asking together. So Jeannie, you got to finish the A-star book, okay? Joycelyn, what's your question? Can you ask again? Because I can't, there are so many questions coming up. Okay, Mark, you have to, okay, Mark. Okay, Mark, email us at this email. Mark, we have the holiday program for P5s. Yeah. Okay, I'm going through the questions to see. Joycelyn, you're asking for physical class. For physics wise, we only have the final sprints for the kids. So that's the only option that you have if you are keen, okay? Okay, Yvonne, which level is your kid asking for CPS? Okay, if I didn't answer your question, my apologies are because there are like over 200 of you. Cynthia, yes. Yeah. Jenny, can a P4 do A-star book? No, cannot. Ebon, P6 for CPS. Sorry, it's already full. Yeah. I suggest that you can email us. You email us, and then we'll see what we can do. A-star book is for P6. Okay, so for Yvonne, email us at help. Okay, help at learningoutofthebox.org. Okay, noted. Okay, for those who want to ask more about the workshop, you can email us and my colleague will attend to you. Yeah. And parents, please be more patient because we are supporting about 24,000 parents. Yeah, so let me repeat, we are supporting about 24,000 parents, 24,000 in our community, in the Facebook, as well as in our subscriber list. So we have tons of questions every day. So please be patient, okay? Wow. Nadra, what was the previous mark that she got before this prelim? Wow, amazing. Okay, we have a parent who dropped me a message. I wouldn't say name. Okay, what is happening here is the child went from 74 to 94 after attended our program just this year alone. It's amazing. Jump in 20 marks to A star within the same year. Amazing, amazing. Wow. Yeah. Okay, all these are testimonials that I didn't ask for and the parents will just share. So I'm very thankful for it. Yeah. Okay, Nadra, can you share with me your email address so that we can get in touch with you. And I need your help also. Okay, the price is already, the discount is already included for Kiali. Thanks, Nadra. Okay, Nadra, just curious, will you be able to share your experience with us inside the Facebook group? Why? Because every day, even right now, I'm receiving a lot of messages from parents whose kids are still struggling and they are P6. Yeah, so I really hope that you can help us and motivate these kids. Yeah, so when you share, right, your story will motivate these kids. Yeah, so now, Nadra, is it okay that you can share your sharing in the Facebook group? I mean, you can just copy. You can just copy and post what you have just shared, and that'll be fine. Is it okay, Nadra? Thanks so much. Really appreciate. Because right now, many P6ers who are not doing well, they beside the help beside the help that they need, many actually need to gain back their confidence. And a lot of times they gain it back by reading other people's stories, like yours. Okay, thanks, Nadra. Catherine, is it too early for P5 to do A-star book? It depends on your kid. Yeah, so but some of the topics are not taught to a P5 yet. If you really want your child to do well for P5, this is something that you should be doing right now. Okay, so our P5s should have finished this book already. Okay. Okay, for parents who are still with us right now, if you need any book recommendation for non-P6, let me know so I can point you to the right direction. Bye, Julian. Okay. Justin, you're talking about the final sprint, right? Okay. Right now, we don't cover topics already. We select very specific questions that can help the child, yeah, to understand certain strategies. Yeah. So right now, we are not teaching topics. And the questions that we covered in the last two final sprints are different. I mean, it can't be the same because we have a few group of parents who have signed up for all my workshops. So there's no way that we can use the same questions. Ginny, yes, all online. Online because we are trying to help as many P6 as possible. And you know that now with the safe distancing, it's a bit hard to have offline. So to help as many kids as possible, we will do it online. Hope it helps. Okay. Well, we still have about 20 plus parents still with us. Yes, parents, how can I help you? As in, do you have any question when it comes to helping your child maths at home? Or you're not sure what book to get or what book to use because you have bought all our books. So I will tell you what book to use and in which order. Okay.